Hey y'all, so I had felt led to watch the movie Maybe I Do last night. And I've never seen this movie before, but basically it's like two old couples, right? That their marriages suck. And they're old. They're like not like old, but they're in their like 50s and 60s. And they're pretty much in failed marriages. And they end up going out and seeing other people, which ends up being each other. Um, like this man goes to see this wife, and this wife's husband comes to see her wife. Like do you get what I'm saying? The four of them kind of swap. And turns out their kids are actually getting married, and they decide that they want their parents to meet. And it's because basically the younger couple, right? The woman is asking for like that security in their future, right? With him. And they have this wedding planned. But he's afraid of marriage. And he's afraid of marriage because he's okay to settle just where they're at and be comfortable where they're at in their relationship, in their life, right? He's okay with that, but she's not. She wants more, right? She wants a long life of commitment with him, right? She wants to be secure in their future, but he's comfortable staying just where they're at without that commitment, right? And it turns out it's because he has fear based off of what he's seen his parents go through, right? With the failed marriage, right? He thinks that once that, that commitment happens, that everything's going to fall apart and he's going to lose her, right? Or he's going to lose the marriage or whatever. So he's more secure in staying outside of that, right? So it's a fear. And God was speaking to me through that. Like, a lot of these spouses may be pondering and like not moving forward, right? For multiple reasons, possibly, but one of them being fear. It may be because of what they see their parents go through or what they've seen throughout their life. Maybe their own past marriage failed, right? They have a fear of doing that all over again, right? And that may be why you haven't received your roses yet. And if you have received those roses, you might have received only half of those roses. You didn't receive the full bouquet, right? That full commitment. You only received half. I would like to add that this also confirms a dream that I had probably 2 years ago, where me and my spouse were walking in this like park, right? And this old man was walking in front of us, taking flowers to his wife. And it's like we had this sense of knowing that he was actually going to apologize to his wife or something. Like something was going on, so he was taking her flowers. As like an apology. I don't know. But my spouse had made the comment and was like, man, I sure would never want to be him again. And then I ended up receiving somehow half of my spouse ended up giving me half of the roses, right? They were like cut in half. I didn't get a full bouquet of roses. I got half. So that was just confirmation as to the fear. Like, they may have past marriages that failed, right? That kind of put them through some things, which kind of gave them this fear because they have not completely healed from certain things, right? So they have a fear of commitment, like committing to someone like that again. But if God said that's your person, he's working on them, he's gonna do X, Y, and Z, you're going to get those roses. You're going to get that commitment. So it's important to know that for who it's for. It's not for everybody. But to pray fear off of them, right? Pray against fear. And know that your roses are coming, because at the end, she basically gave him 24 hours to figure it out, right? Like, we're either going to do this or we're not. I'm not going to have half of you. I'm going to have all of you. Or I'm going to have to start over with someone else. And that's actually going to commit, right? And, you know, he was sat down with his dad. They had a talk. It convinced him. Oh, his dad. He sat down with his dad. That can represent God sitting them down and speaking with them. Or they can just have someone, God could bring someone. I don't know what the case looks like, but whatever the case, they're going to make the decision just like he makes the decision to just roll with it. They call it jumping off of a cliff, right? Once they say their vows and they're standing there right at the altar and they say their vows, she's like, so are you ready to jump off the cliff with me? And they get married. So it's going to feel like that. It's going to feel like, whew, like taking that commitment, right? It's going to be like jumping off of a cliff, right? But they feel like, what am I waiting for? You know? They don't want to end up old and lonely. And I mean, because it's like, you could go your whole life with the what ifs and with the fear and with the, but if you never make the move, how would you know, right? So you're gonna get those flowers, those roses. They are on the way. God is paving the way for that. But this was just like more confirmation. More confirmation to what he's been speaking on in reference to the roses. So I've got more words to put out. More words are coming. I'll be posting more throughout the day. There's more to touch on about the roses, but for now, you will be getting them at some point. So don't worry about that. God said what he said. He's working it out. If you feel led to sow, my information will be in the description box. I pray this gets to who it needs to get to at the right time, and I will see you on my next video, whenever that may be. Okay, bye.